Hey, what's going on, Inkling? Squiddy here, and welcome back to another Minecraft mod showcase, where today I have a very interesting mod here that adds some really cool ores you can see here called the Scaling Health mod. So basically what the Scaling Health mod is about is health, but scaling, like the name. So basically your health can scale to get higher and higher. So if you guys take a look at my health bar, you can see there's this little square on the top left of it, and I'll get to what that means in a second. So basically we have a bunch of armor in here that we're going to be needing. So let's grab this diamond sword, diamond pickaxe, and this stake and some zombie spawn eggs and put on this armor. And then if we look in this other chest, we have a bunch of items in here added by the mod. So basically there's two new ores that the mod adds, and these spawn basically a little bit rarer than diamonds, not too much, but they are still quite rare. So the first one that you see here, the little red one, this one is called heart crystal ore. So whenever you mine it, I forgot I had block drops off, but if you mine this ore, you can see it actually gives you a good amount of XP, and it also drops this really weird red crystal called the heart crystal shard. So basically what these do is they allow you to craft heart crystals. So if you go into a crafting table, you're going to need 9 of these, by the way, and they only spawn in veins of around 1 through 3. But if you put all of them into a block like that, you'll see I get a heart crystal, and it says increases maximum health. So what this does is it does exactly what you think it's going to do. If I hold it in my hand and I right click it, well, there you go. I forgot you need XP to use it. So if I give myself XP, so /XP add me, and we'll give myself, let's say 4 levels. There we go. Now I can right click it and it consumes 3 XP to be able to use it. And you see now I have a heart that's orange. So basically what this does is it adds an extra heart to my health bar. So if I take damage, let's put a little zombie in here. Not a baby. You know, it's fine. We can talk to the baby zombie. So if this guy damages me, you can see after... Let's take this armor off. Maybe the armor is too strong. There we go. So you can see whenever I take damage, then it actually uses the heart first. So it acts as an extra heart on top of my normal health. But that's all. Let's kill the zombie so it doesn't make that much annoying noise. Get out of here, buddy. Sorry about that. But if we open this chest, you see I have a bunch of heart crystals, and we have a bunch of heart crystal shards. So let's craft these up into some extra crystals too while we're at it. And I'll use up another one. And then I'll give myself some more levels. Use them again. Use them again, and we're gonna get to another health bar. So let's do it one more time. And also, now that I've hit the next bar, you can see that I now have 2 little squares on top of my HP. So now you can see I have a yellow heart, which means I have 21 hearts, and also I have 2 little blocks. So what the blocks mean is it's basically an indicator of what health bar you're on. So let's say you get to a point where you have so many HP bars to the point where you've lost track of just how many you have. Well, those little blocks will tell you which one you're on. So if I spawn another zombie, hello, Mr. Zombie. Oh, you got out of the cage. Okay, well, let's have him constantly hit me. Ouch. Ouch. Yeah, so as you can see, now that I'm on the orange HP, that one of the blocks is now gone. So let's kill him. Why am I on fire? There we go. Okay, so whenever I'm down 1 HP bar, you can see that one of the blocks is gone. So that's pretty cool. It lets you know which type of bar you're on. But on top of that, we have the second ore. This is the power crystal ore. So if we mine this, it also gives around the same amount of XP. But if we mine all of these, and we grab 9 of them to be able to craft another block. If I craft them into a block pattern, you see I get this little fist called a power crystal, and it increases base attack damage. So whenever I use this, you see it took another 3 XP levels, but whenever I punch something, instead of doing the base amount of 1 damage, I now do 1.5. So if I use another power crystal, let's give myself some more XP. There we go, more XP. There we go. So now I used a bunch. So now if I punch a zombie to the point where he dies, normally it would take around 20 hits. So let's see how many it takes to kill him now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. 6 hits to kill a zombie with my bare fist. Now, this isn't multiplicative. It just adds the damage. So if I'm using a sword, for example, instead of multiplying, it would just give me the amount of damage I have in crystals. So basically, every 4 crystals that you use is equivalent to 1 heart. So it's in quarters, basically. Because remember, 1 damage is half a heart. So this adds in half damage, which is half of half, which is 1/4. So if we go back into this chest, you see we have these other little hearts right here and these 2 accessories. So if we grab these, and then you guys take a look on the bottom left of my screen, you can see a difficulty bar that says 8. So basically what difficulty is it's a measurement of how long and how good you are at your world. So basically, the more time you spend in a certain area and the more you sleep, the higher your difficulty will go. and this scales up everything. This makes monsters stronger, and it gives them more health. And on top of that, it also changes other mechanics like mob spawning. So it's very important to be looking for these different ores whenever you use this mod, because as time goes by, the monsters will scale with you. So you can try to overpower this by getting more and more heart crystals and power crystals at that too. So if we take a look at these hearts, these actually modify the difficulty, and these are completely uncraftable. You have to find them in dungeons. So we have 3 different hearts. We have the cursed heart, the enchanted heart, and the chance heart. So the cursed heart does what you think it would do. It just increases difficulty by 10. So if I right click, you can see the difficulty is now 18, then 28, then 38. And then we have the enchanted heart, which does the inverse. It actually subtracts difficulty by 10. So we can right click, and right click. And also there's a bug right now where the lowest difficulty is 7. It says 7, but we still have a difficulty of 0. I don't know why that's happening. And then last but certainly not least, because it's a really cool heart, we have the chance heart. And what this does is it gives you a random difficulty. It could be good, it could be bad, or it could just be 0. So if we right click this, you can see nothing happened, because usually it has a bias towards being good. So let's use a cursed heart, and let's get to 77 difficulty. And I use this. You can see I went down 4, then I went down 10, another 10, and then I think that was 7, and then 8, 5, 1, 5. So you can see these usually give you a lot less difficulty. Very rarely they will increase your difficulty though. So they are nice to get, but very rarely they will increase your difficulty. And then on top of that, we have these new accessories. We have the bandage, and we also have the med kit. So the difference between these two is just how much HP they give you, but they also have a use time. So they also have crafting recipes too. So if you want to craft bandages in survival mode, you're going to need 3 paper and 3 heart dust. And then to craft the med kit, you're going to need 2 heart dust, an iron ingot, a glistering melon slice, 2 bandages, and 3 terracotta. And also, heart dust is literally just crafted from a heart crystal. You just put a heart crystal in your crafting table, and then you get 24 heart dust to make any accessories you need. So what these do is they give you a lot more HP. So let's say you have 100 hearts, you have 10 rows, and you take damage, and now you're at only 1 row of hearts. You went from 100 to only 10. And you want to recover that fast without using all your food. Well, these are where these little healing accessories become really useful. So bandages restore 30% of your health over 60 seconds. It's timed, and you have to use it for 5 seconds. And then the med kit restores 70% of your health over 35 seconds. So it's a lot better. It gives you way faster regen time. So if I clear my effect because I have saturation, and then I also give myself a lot more HP. So let's do /XP. Set me, and we'll do 60 levels, and then I right click this a bunch to get a bunch of hearts, and we'll do that one more time. We'll just get a bunch of hearts. There we go. Now you can see we're at like 7 different rows of hearts. And then if I spawn in a zombie, hello Mr. Zombie, and then he starts attacking me. Ouch. Yeah, so he's gonna start attacking me and use up all my saturation. And then once we get to a little bit lower HP, oh, they can take damage from glass. I didn't even know that. Cool. So once I get to a lower amount of HP, come on, keep on hitting me, buddy. There we go. So he's low enough, we can just kill him. And then I use bandages. You gotta use it for 5 seconds. Takes a little bit to use. Now you can see I start regenerating a decent amount of HP over time. And remember, this is 30%, not 30 HP. So if you have 200 health, this will give you 60 health over that minute-long period. And then the med kits will give you 70%. It's the same principle with them. They have the same use case. So that's it for the healing items. And then we have some more things to show you with commands. So if you go in your commands and type in /sh, you have 5 different commands you can use. The first one is difficulty. If you want to foil around with your difficulty, you can add, get, or set the difficulty. And we'll set it to me, and we'll set the difficulty to 600. And now you can see the difficulty is way high. If I cap it, I might actually die. And before I die, we should do /spawn point in case I die. If I get hit one time, you can see he's doing a lot more damage. He's doing like 7 hearts of damage every single time he hits me. So let's kill him. And he's also gonna have a lot of HP too. You can see if I keep on hitting him, he's just not dying. It takes a lot more hits than usual, and I might actually die to him. See, I've hit him like 10 times and he's still not dead. There we go. So as you guys can see, as difficulty ramps up, so do the monster's attack and health. It gets very, very difficult. And we're actually at a point where I could use that medkit. So let's grab that medkit, shall we? Use this medkit up. There we go. And then if we go to /sh again, we have health, power, recalculate, and summon. So there's actually something really special I would like to show you with the summon command. If I go into creative mode, because this guy will do a lot of damage, and I do /difficulty, sorry, not /difficulty, /sh difficulty for scaling health difficulty, set me 0, and then I do /sh summon, there's a special monster you can get called a blight. So if I spawn a zombie, well, not that zombie, that's a normal zombie, we can put in the difficulty of the zombie, so let's put 1, and then we can put force blight. There we go. And then we get this very special monster that has purple fire. So let's kill this other zombie. He's not that special. These monsters are extremely, extremely rare, like a 1 in 2,000 chance to spawn. But what they do is they give you heart crystals. So if I kill this blight, they have a lot of HP, by the way, and it'll do this really weird thing telling you that you killed the blight. They have a chance to drop heart crystals, and you can also use those heart crystals to get more HP. So blights are extremely rare. They also move very fast and do a ton of damage. Be very careful of them. They also drop really good heart crystals. So it's a high risk, high reward mini boss fight. Now there's other commands I like to show you called health, power, and recalculate. Health and power are basically the same thing, except for health and power. So if I want to do /sh health, set me, and we can do something really high. We can do 1,000, for example, and that go back to survival mode. You can see I'm at a lot of HP. I can go to 10,000 if I want to. Okay, so now we've hit the limit on HP. And then on top of that, we have another command for sh power, set me. We can do 500. Then when I spawn a zombie, I one-shot him because it makes me do 500 damage. Then on top of that, we have one more command, /sh recalculate. And all this does is just recalculate all the entities that are rendered so that they can adjust their health to the certain difficulty that you have set. And guys, that's about it for this whole entire mod. It's a really interesting mod. I really think it's amazing. If you guys did like this video, make sure you guys smash the like and subscribe button down below. And also, if this is the first video you've seen by me, make sure to hit that subscribe button to join the Inklings today. And also, we have a bunch of different series going on the channel. If you guys want to find something to binge watch, take a look. That's it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.